What's going on, guys? It's Snooze603, and in continuing my most recent trend of making videos talking about pretty much everything and nothing, today I'm going to talk about, as the video title says, finding ways to make gaming fun again. And this is for me, and I don't know, maybe this is going to hit home for someone else out there that is been in the same place or is finding themselves in the same place, fairly recently, that I have been in recent months. But I don't know if you couldn't tell, for not the most part by any means, but there's a large, or I keep wanting to say large, that's not right, that's over exaggerating. There is a part of me that is not having fun with gaming at all. A part of that is because of the fact that I'm trying to make content from a game that I don't overly enjoy. Now, I have to put a disclaimer on that, because Battlefield 4, for all of its issues, I do find enjoyable when it's working, and that's the problem. I'm trying to make content off of a game that is like 50-50 for me on how well it works. And that really hinders the amount of fun that I can have while just gaming in general. Most of my gaming revolves around the stuff that I'm trying to produce content on. And so long as the game that I'm playing is good and I'm enjoying it and it works, I have no problem in the world making content for it. But lately I've been trying to force myself to make content on a game that isn't giving me anything that I can make content from. It's this vicious cycle. I want to try and be clear because I don't want there to be many misconceptions or misinterpretations of what it is I'm trying to say. I love making content and sharing it with you guys as long as the game is good. You know, Battlefield 3, we did a ton of stuff on that because the game for the most part was really good and I had little to complain about when it came to playing it. And that made it easy to make anything about it just because I knew I could go in and whatever I had to get done, I could get done. That's not the case with Battlefield 4. I cannot guarantee that I can go in and the game's going to play the way it's supposed to that allows me to get things done. And that, more than anything, has made me just hate gaming in general because there's no consistency to it. It's a wild card every time. So not being able to make content has really kind of killed the fun for me because I know I want to keep up at least a regular stream of content, but again, I can't get it done for all the reasons I already mentioned. So what I've been trying to do is to make gaming fun for me again. And lately, what's been doing that for me is live streaming, of all things. And this is weird because I've tried live streaming in the past, and I didn't care for it. And I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe it was because I felt the need to constantly try to keep people entertained while I'm trying to play, but that really distracts me when I'm in the middle of playing a game, like trying to talk to people. And for the most part, I don't get to interact as much as I want to in the chat, but that's not what live streaming should be about, and that's one of the things I realized a couple of sessions in. While it's nice to sit there and interact with you guys nonstop in the chat, I look at live streaming as a different way to entertain you guys. And that's why I'm falling in love with it so much, because I'm getting back to my roots of why we started the YouTube channel. Yeah, a good part of that was us doing tutorial kind of things or just tips in general to help newer players or, bridge that gap from being a noob to being at least a competent player. By no means were we pros and trying to make people pros, but just trying to help them out in any way was something that we were pretty good at for a long time. But the other hand of it was entertainment, just trying to make anything in a variety of different ways that you guys would find entertaining. And I feel that with live streaming, I've gotten back to that. I've gotten back to my roots. I've gotten back to making everything fun again. The biggest reason for that is nothing scripted. There is no plans to go in and do something specific for the night, or okay, we have a general idea for a topic we're going to cover over the next couple days, so let's go and get this footage for it. Or, you know what, I need just random footage because I'm all out and I need to have background footage for any of these random commentaries I'm going to do. There's none of that. There's nothing whatsoever. It is 100% fly by the seat of your pants entertainment, and that is what is making me fall in love with gaming all over again. This is by no means a way of me trying to advertise my live stream channel. That's not what this is about. This is me explaining that I found that I was getting into a bad spot with gaming, and it was no longer being my stress reliever. It was becoming a source of stress. And that's not what I wanted. I had to flip that around because that's what gaming's supposed to be for me. It's supposed to be a stress reliever. It's supposed to be a way for me to escape all of the other things going on in life, come down, have fun downstairs playing, whatever game it is I feel like playing for the night, and just kind of forget about the stresses of the world, and then come out of it feeling better. So that's what live streaming has done for me. It's turned everything full circle, and just everything about it. Playing with a bunch of friends, interacting with people on the stream, playing with a couple random people that come out of the stream into the game we're playing or whatever. It's nothing but a fun environment the whole way through, and that's what I've been missing for a while. And then I have again. It's like I look forward to gaming every single night. And I'm sure that at this point, I probably sound like I'm rambling quite a bit. And, you know what, I am. But I struggle to convey just how much fun I'm having live streaming and how much it's meant to me lately in these past couple weeks for bringing gaming back to what it should be. And it should always be fun. It always should be a stress reliever and not a stress creator. And again, this is what live streaming's done for me. It's allowed me to go completely off script. And, you know, aside from just picking a game for the night to kind of give people a heads up as to what I'm doing, there's no plans. And then I haven't even stuck to that one game, I don't think, once when I've been live streaming. Maybe once, where I played DayZ and I said, you know, in whatever little short announcement video I usually upload like a half an hour before I start live streaming, I'll say, hey, yeah, we're going to play DayZ for the night, or whatever. And I think there was once or twice where I actually stuck to whatever game it was I said and played that for the entire night. But, you know, even that, like, I don't have to stick to it. After a while, like, the other night, I was playing Titanfall, and I said in the stream, I talked about it earlier in the day on Twitter, and then I uploaded a video saying it, I'm playing Titanfall and I'm going to stream it. I played it for like 45 minutes, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. This isn't what I want to play anymore, so I'm going to go over to Battlefield 4. I played that for like another 2 hours, and it was just fun because I could do whatever I want. Having that freedom to do whatever the hell I want, to play whatever I want, and people are still there to watch it because they're there for me, and they're there for the entertainment that I provide, has meant more to me now than you guys could ever imagine. And I'm finding myself being drawn more and more into doing live streaming because of that freedom that it allows me than I have ever been interested in YouTube, with the exception of probably like the first year we were doing YouTube. I gotta cut it short there because everything at this point is just gonna be me repeating myself from earlier, and I don't want to do that because I fall into that trap all the time. So, in short, to kind of flip this around and put it on you guys now, is there anyone that has fallen into the same kind of trap that I had been in, where things used to be fun, and for whatever reason, whether it's one reason or 10 different reasons, everything turned it so that it was no longer fun for you? And then, most importantly, you found a way to get out of that funk. Because, for me, that's where I was. I was in a good spot, then I got to a bad spot, and most recently I've gotten back out of that bad spot. I found myself in a good place, and I owe it all to the freedom and the awesomeness that is live streaming. So, if there's anyone that can relate to this, I'd love to hear what you've done, if it's different, and what's worked for you, because not only am I genuinely curious about what other people have done or are doing, maybe you can help out someone else that's in the same situation that they don't agree or see eye to eye with me in this situation, but, you know, you may have done something differently that they can agree with or see eye to eye with, and that can help them out. And that's really what this is all about. Not only to give you guys just kind of some insight as to where I've been and where I'm at now, but to hopefully help out other people in a similar situation. Kill two birds with one stone, which is always good. Thanks you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I always appreciate everyone that comes by to watch any of my videos. I know it's been different without Fake Filler, but I've been keeping the ride going, and I appreciate those that have stuck around and supported me since, well, day one, or whenever day one was that you subscribed. Thanks you guys for watching. I'll catch you later.